What a game. Chelsea 3, Barca 0. Wow. Masterclass. I might title that this video that. Wow, it's your boy, the sports conversation. Let's get into the match review quickly. Chelsea 3, Barca 0. Let's look at the lineups quickly. For Chelsea, Robert Sanchez in goal. Malo Gusto, Fofana coming back from his long layoff injury. Chalobah and Cucurella as the back line. Reece James inverted as a midfielder this time with Pep Caicedo. And then Maresca tweaked it a little bit. So we have Estevao, then we have Enzo the box crusher. We have Garnacho of the left, and we have Pedro Neto playing the strike. When you fully have Delap and João Pedro on the bench. Reason being, you know how Barca played their high line. He wants to exploit that with pace, and who better to do that than Pedro Neto, who is like maybe top 5, top 7, top 10 fastest players in the world. Let's look at Barca's lineup. Juan Garcia coming back and goal. Araujo, Araujo. I'll get to you very soon. Araujo and Pau Kubasi as the centre back pairing. Kunde of the right, Balde of the left. Frankie de Jong and Eric Garcia. Unfortunately, Pedri is injured, so Eric Garcia is filling for him. Ferran Torres of the left, Lamine Yamal of the right, Fermin Lopez in the 10, and Lewandowski coming back from his layoff up top. So yeah, we start the game off, and Chelsea really pushed the pace from start to end. Basically, they are not letting up. They are not giving Barca any space to even work. And yeah, I think early on, I think the first 3-4 minutes, they get a goal. Ball is passed, or no, ball is crossed into the box. Fofana, I don't know why he's there, but Fofana takes a touch towards the byline, cuts it back to Enzo. Enzo puts in the back of the net, but unfortunately, Fofana handled the ball with his hand, so it was disallowed. But notwithstanding that, you could just tell from that sign that Chelsea were logged in from start to finish this game. So yes, that's the first offside goal. I think we have like 3 or 4 in this game. So boom, after that, literally Barca come back and a true ball is played into Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres has all the time in the world, and he misplaced a shot. And like I can assure you, if that shot goes in the back of the net, maybe you're looking at a different story in this game, because game plans will change. But he misses the chance. They're still all in the first 10 minutes. So it's still 0-0. Lamine Yamal dinged the ball to Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez went down. Penalty shouts. In my opinion, I think that was a bit soft, especially for the magnitude of the game. That was a bit soft. It's good that the referee didn't give it. So yes, after that, Chelsea still they are still pushing the pace. They are setting the precedent. Reece James of the left hand side crosses a sweet ball across goal. Chalobah tries to get a touch on it. He doesn't get a touch on it. It bounces and comes in front of Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez hits the ball into the back of the net. Thinking he has scored again. It's another offside goal, because Chalobah was in an offside position. His intent to touch the ball made it an offside. So second offside goal for Chelsea, second offside goal for Enzo Fernandez. I know he's a bit devastated, but I mean, you get a win, you can't really get upset in it. But yeah, still 0-0. But again, Chelsea are on it. Estevao through balls, Pedro Neto into through on goal, but unfortunately it's on his right. He skies the ball. I don't know if I can put a screenshot up for you. But yes, Chelsea are just all over Barca. And Barca don't have any answers, unfortunately, because usually they can play through their space. I think this game really showed emphasis on how important Pedri is, because every time there's a bit of pressure, they will give it to him and he alleviates it. He can turn any angle and stuff. But I digress. So in the 27th minute, yeah, in the 27 minutes, Garnacho crosses the ball to Enzo, cuts it back to Enzo. Enzo strikes on goal, but Balde clears it for a corner. Off that corner, right off that corner, what's his name? Cucurella took the corner quickly, passes it to Enzo. Yeah, passes it to Enzo. Enzo threw balls it to Cucurella. He trails the needle basically, but you can tell by the screenshot there's skepticism about the offside, which is very easy for you to say it is, but unfortunately it's not. It went to the checks. Cucurella goes bar line or baseline, drills the ball just to get a touch on it towards goal, and yes, a flick. Pedro Neto he flicks the ball. He flicks the ball towards goal, and a ricochets off Ferran Torres and Koundé, and it's in the back of the net. 1-0 to Chelsea. It goes to VR check him, and VR says it's a goal. So yes, 1-0 Chelsea, and Chelsea are still pushing. Getting to the end of the first half, Araujo makes a bozo mistake, a bozo moment. Already on a yellow card, he tackles Cucurella, where Cucurella is not really going anywhere. Tackles Cucurella, gets a second yellow and a red card, and literally sways the game the other way. Even though it's already that way, he already swayed the game. Yeah. So we enter halftime 11v10 against Barcelona, and we come out for the second half. Few subs on both sides. So for Maresca brings on Andres Santos, takes off Gusto. Gusto was on a yellow card. He doesn't want to take any risk in this type of game. And for Hansi Flick, Rashford came on for Ferran Torres. Again, shambolic miss by Ferran, but I digress. And as we start the second half, Chelsea still are not letting up. Still going at Barcelona, still going at their high line, and I mean, can you blame them? You can't blame them, especially how open they've been this season. You can't really blame them. So Garnacho, ball is thread towards Garnacho on the wing. Garnacho puts Koundé on his ass, sets it up for Andres Santos. Andres Santos puts it he strikes on goal, and Juan Garcia can't keep it out. Thinking is 2-0 again. Another offside call because of Garnacho's run being a bit early. So still 1-0, and Chelsea are still not letting up. Not at all. And I think 2 or 3 minutes after, ball gets to Estevao on the edge of the box. Dribbles past one defender, takes in a stride on his right weaker foot, and smashes it into the top corner. Nothing Juan Garcia can do. I look at the screenshot again, I'm like, yeah, man, you literally have no chance. But bro this is meme-worthy stuff, but I mean, it's cool, man. So 2-0 to Chelsea, and they are still... After the second goal, they weren't really pushing, but they were just controlling the tempo of the game. Usually, you know how Barca are, especially with how they've been labeled from last season, where you can score them 2 or 3 goals, will still come back. Nah, especially with 10 men down now. And Chelsea kept going for a little bit. Pedro from the halfway line inverts. But before what I'm going to say, there's a clip in my mind. Pedro running from, I think, a corner. Robert Sanchez distributes it to him. He ran the full length of the pitch, and if that shot went in, the thing that comes to my mind is Gareth Bale against Barca. Same thing, but maybe on a whole different scale, because he ran from his own box to the other box. But unfortunately, Juan Garcia caught it. But as I was saying, Neto starts heading from the halfway line, drifts in towards the left flank. As the Barca defenders press him a little bit, he makes a very deft pass to Enzo. Enzo gets a square back to Liam Delap, and Liam Delap gets his first UCL goal of the season. And yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. 3-0 to Chelsea. I think Cucurella really shut down Lamine Yamal. We do know Lamine Yamal is not fully healthy, but again, you can't really use that as an excuse, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the end of the review. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. See you guys tomorrow for the Arsenal versus Bayern game, basically Lise versus SA. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow, same time. Yeah, peace.